Guys, and welcome back to Pick and Pod here. Got myself a Hump in the building. Hump, how's it going, man? Good to see you
Doing great. School's out for the winter.
for the winter.
It's almost Christmas time. Sugar cookies and what Camden said? I like cookies.
Hey,
It's
you
great to be
mentioned
back,
time.
bro.
It is great to be back, but you mentioned time. It's showtime. We're getting shook tonight. Come on, baby. 2-0. Saints found their quarterback of the future in Tyler Show. I like what I've seen these past 2 weeks, picking up two divisional wins. I like what I'm seeing from the guy Hump. What do you think about him?
The super senior's balling, man. Gotta
Super
give it to the
Saiyans.
super senior. He balling. Can't get mad at the way he playing, bro. Uh,
And so here's my thing with it. I'm glad to see quarterback balling for the Saints, and this is me just being asking for too much here. I appreciate the wins, I really do, but at this point in the season where you're eliminated from the playoffs, when do you shut it down to get a top pick? Because they won two in a row. I believe they had the second overall pick, but because of these two wins, I think they're down to five or six or eight. Nothing. Five,
um,
6, or 8. We're skipping that number. But what do you do if you're
I think at this point you gotta keep letting him play.
yeah, I agree
You
with
gotta
you.
get
That's
as much experience as you can at this point.
yeah.
This would be different if this was like the Bengals,
Hmm.
Chiefs, so
No, I agree with you.
the Dolphins.
I agree. It's
So
just want
yeah,
talent. That's all I want. I'd love a top pick, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm happy to see some competent football in New Orleans for the first time in a while. So, and I like playing spoiler to other teams like the Panthers and the Buccaneers. So, yeah, I'm okay with
honestly,
it.
honestly, it wouldn't it wouldn't be a bad idea to sit them. I just looked at the schedule. Y'all got the Jets Sunday,
Hmm.
Titans next week, and then the Falcons. After those are the last three games. So if
They
you
could
lose
win.
those two,
Yeah.
then I think you automatically get a top three pick,
And
which
that's true. But it's a city of New Orleans wants to win. I want to win as well. It's just something I don't want to sit him or anything like that. It's just something to think about for a long-term talent acquisition. I really like the
yeah,
the edge out of Miami. I believe Ruben Bain got a couple of really good linebackers in
all
this draft as well. Um, I think that they need some defensive playmakers because their defensive playmakers are just getting a little bit older. So yeah, but they could easily win. I want them to beat the Falcons. They could easily win these next three games. They could easily finish the season on a 5-game winning streak. It's really doable and give the city of New Orleans some more hope, which is needed. But that's all I have to
had
say.
y'all at seven getting Peter Woods.
I don't know. I
He's
haven't
the
watched much college football. Where's he from? What position?
Clemson. He's a defensive end, I think.
Hmm.
No, D tackle, D tackle.
We already got a D tackle from Clemson, but cool. More the
Man,
merrier.
we taking him off y'all hands, man. We taking him off y'all hands, man. I don't know where we taking him. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Okay.
We'll take it. I
Well, I'm
want him
done.
so bad, bro.
I'm done talking about the Saints, man. You wanna talk to me about the Chiefs?
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. It was a tough season. Um, it started off very bad, very, very bad.
Yeah.
First game of the season, Xavier Worthy gets hurt. Basically, this entire season was just what every other team in the league feels, which is injuries derail your entire like hope. It kills the morale. First play of the first game, you you lose your former first round pick from last year, and then Travis Kelce messes up and he drops a touchdown. Then the very next game, you got the Super Bowl champs back against the wall, Travis Kelce drops the ball again. It's a pick. Then you come out, you play the Ravens, you beat the Ravens, and then you beat I think it was the Lions. Uh, two teams that people thought were, oh, Chiefs were definitely gonna lose to them. No, you beat the Giants first. You beat the Giants first.
Yeah.
Finally get your first win, 22-9. Then you beat the Ravens 37-20. And then you lose to the Jaguars off a bad pick from Mahomes. And then that's when they go on that run for 3 games when they beat the Lions, the Raiders. You get Rashee Rice back for the Raiders, and then you beat the Commanders.
Hmm.
Then you play the Bills, which everyone's like, oh, they always lose to the Bills. And you come off the bye, and then you play Broncos, you lose to the Broncos, and that's when it's like, okay, what's
Yeah.
going on? During all of this, our first round pick from this year, he missed maybe 5 games due to personal reasons,
Yeah.
comes back in the Cowboys games and fractures his entire wrist. And then our all pro guard has a ACL, not ACL, ankle sprain, and he's probably been shut down for the season now. Then we lose our right tackle, who's been very underwhelming in the Broncos game as well. We come back, we beat the Colts, maybe lose to the Cowboys, come to the Texans game. Our third string tackle gets hurt on the first play. So now we're down to a guy we just activated that night who plays phenomenal, by the way. And then it's poor. Then the Chargers game, where that was just, we had that game. I'm going to say this, the last 2 games, the Texans game, that second half, it looked like we took their heart away. Chris Jones turned the clock back to maybe like 25 years old. I mean, he was in the backfield every time. Bro, for the entire third quarter, they had a total of -5 yards.
That's
Negative
impressive.
5 yards. And then they just couldn't do anything on offense. So very tough. Praying for Mahomes. So hopefully he'll be good. I mean, it's an ACL injury and it's on his left knee.
Hmm.
So it's not like it's his plant leg or anything. So he should be good. We do get a very, I think we'll get a top 10 pick, if I'm not mistaken, which we'll probably will. I don't think we're gonna beat the Titans this week. So we'll end up with a top 10 pick, and I hope we get Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame. Um, or we can, my thing is I think we should go for a veteran running back. But I mean, if we get Jeremiah Love, I don't have no problem with it. I like veteran running backs way better than I do rookie running backs. But
Yeah. I've seen a lot
tough
of mock.
season.
Yeah.
A lot of yeah, I did one yesterday. So
I've seen a lot of mocks with the cornerback from LSU. How do you feel about that? Mansur Delaney? Delaney?
to be honest, I have him. I think I had him going to the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken. Uh,
Be a good fit.
yeah, I had him
Yeah.
going to the Vikings, literally the very next pick. So it could be a toss up. If
Yeah.
we end up trading Jalen Watson, um, I think we do go Mansour Delane then,
Yeah.
uh, and then we'll just get a running back in the second round, or
So
we'll probably trade up. We might trade up.
here's my question. Why the need for running back? I mean, as I haven't watched any Chiefs games this year, but has Pacheco been that bad?
Yeah, injuries.
Yeah.
He's running fast but going nowhere.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, Kareem Hunt's been amazing. He's a power back now. This is not the Kareem Hunt from 2017 that had 1,300 rushing yards and
Yeah.
about 400 receiving yards. That's not the same guy. Um, it's just teams know that the Chiefs don't have a running game, and when they know you don't have a running game, they're planning for the pass. They're planning for it. So you
Hmm.
can't really open up the passing game when you can't get ball moving. I don't know if you knew, Mahomes led the team in rushing for 6 weeks.
Really?
For 6 weeks, he led the team in rushing. He was the leading quarterback in rushing yards. And I think that's also led us to where we are now because he took too many hits that didn't need to
Yeah,
be took because he's trying to get first downs, touchdowns. So, yes, we really do need a running back, somebody who can get us 4 to 5 yards of play. That's all we ask. 4 to 5 yards, so we can open up the screen game, which we're very great at. So, or an edge defender, that would also be good because we couldn't get any pressure all season. I think we
yeah.
got maybe 24 sacks, which is not good. Like, there's a possibility Myles Garrett could have more sacks than our entire team.
What a season he's had.
Yeah.
What a
Hopefully he
season.
stays healthy, man, because he has a groin injury. So,
He needs to get out
um,
there. He needs, I want to see him on a winner. He needs
I
to.
really do, man.
So at the beginning, you mentioned you kind of ran through the Chiefs' schedule and everything like that, and I couldn't help but to notice you mentioned Travis Kelce a lot and not in a positive light. Do you think it's
Put that,
time?
yeah. Um,
Do you think it's time?
if we would have won against the Texans, I would have said no, it's not time. Right now, I'm torn because of this injury. I'm thinking he might go back out there because he was on pace for 1,100 yards after the Cowboys game.
Yeah,
No, before the Cowboys game, he was on pace for 1,100. Then it dropped to 1,000, I think 30, and now it's set at 960, I think, something like that. So he's playing great. He's leading the team in receiving yards, receptions. I think he's the number one tight end in yards. So he's having a great season. He's having a phenomenal season. It's just not 29, 30, 31-year-old Travis Kelce. This is a Travis Kelce who's 36. So, I mean, science is science, man. Body science is body science. The older you get, the less you can do.
yeah.
But
I guess I'm just used to seeing him coming through and making the big play. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, caused a couple of timely interceptions. Not Mahomes' fault. He just dropped the ball or be a bobble. It's just not something you're used to seeing out of him, and you have to wonder if it's an age thing or what. I mean, by all means, he's still a top five tight end in the NFL at this moment, and probably the best tight end of all time. But it's just some points. I mean, you're just gonna speculate, you know?
yeah, like it's definitely this year he's had a lot of drops, and I think that's just with age. Same thing you see out of LeBron. I compare them to a lot. They're really old, but still playing at a semi-high level.
Yeah,
They're not the same guy they were when they were early 30s,
and nobody is.
2018. Yeah, I
And
mean,
nobody.
like at some point you got to realize age is a thing. Like we just seen LeBron James sit out because of age. Like
Yeah,
that was a thing. And when you're playing a high contact sport like this, at some point it catches up to you.
yeah,
So I'll say that I'll give him a B minus of a season. If he cut back on those drops, man,
be higher.
I mean, we could be looking at
Yeah.
10 wins right now if it wasn't for his drops. 10 wins.
Yeah, and I agree. It's not as much about the drops because I saw Justin Jefferson drop two or three passes Sunday night against the Cowboys that he makes 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
It's not about the drops, it's about when the drops happen. That's a
Yeah.
big deal to me. And you've seen Travis Kelce, one of as I said, the best tight ends of all time, one of the most clutch players, the go-to weapon on that the Chiefs dynasty. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that.
Like I'm looking at it now throughout October. I mean, he turned the clock all the way back. I
Yeah,
mean, from the Jags game, 61 yards, Detroit, 78 yards, the Raiders, 54 yards, and we took him out at halftime. The Washington game, 100 yards, Buffalo, 66 yards, the Denver game, 91 yards. So he turned the clock all the way back, and then
yeah.
he just scaled right back down. So, um, I'll say this: we are in a good spot. because with this happening, this just means now the front office has to be like, okay, we can't treat Mahomes like Mahomes. We got to
Yeah,
treat him like Tom Brady now. When Tom Brady got hurt, they was like, okay, we got to put an O-line by this guy because we can't
yeah.
just expect him to sit here and take all these hits. So now I hope they actually put weapons around Mahomes to keep him safe. So that's going to play into factor. We're also going to get one of the easiest schedules because we're going to have a top 10 pick. Uh, I
Good
know we
point.
got to play either the Bengals or the Browns, and then the Falcons or the Saints, and then the Packers or the Bears.
Okay.
And then of course it's the 8 games, I think it's eight,
6.
six, yeah, six
Yeah.
games. 6 games. So and then there's still some other ones in there. So we got a lot of easy games next year.
Point. That's a good point. So be on the lookout next year for the Chiefs with their new running back, according to Hump. Um, so one more question about the Chiefs, then we can get on to the playoff projections and everything. So with an ACL injury, do you think Patrick Mahomes will miss any time to start next year? In terms of games, I'm sure he'll miss some of training camp or whatever it is.
Uh since he already got surgery, it depends
Yeah.
because Kyler Murray tore his ACL last year, had surgery on December 12th, and he didn't come back for a minute. I think he didn't come back till November, maybe. Um, uh, I'm gonna be honest, because of who Mahomes is, I think he's gonna play week one. Like, don't be surprised if he goes out there and plays week one. Because we've seen him play through. He came back from a dislocated knee in 2 weeks. He played through a sprained ankle for 3 games straight and won a Super Bowl on a sprained ankle. So, I mean, anything's possible. I think if he plays his cards right, he has a great trainer. He has one of the best trainers in the league. That's how he can do everything he can do. Um, but the minimum he'd miss is 2 games.
Okay.
I think he'd miss 2 games. I think if they give us some easy teams in the start, I think they might let him sit. Maybe they might let him sit. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see for sure. I think he'll be okay though. I
Well,
think
that's
he'll
good to
be
hear.
okay.
That's good to hear. Won't miss time. It's the league unique. He's a big source of income for the league. I know Roger likes his money. So
Yeah.
yeah, one thing about him. So now we're gonna bounce out into the playoff predictions. So looking at it today, obviously nothing is set in stone, but we kind of have an idea of who's in the playoffs. So you're gonna start in AFC or NFC?
I guess we could start NFC. That's probably easier.
Okay. So NFC, let me see this one up. So Rams clinched the 1 seed. Um, looks like you got the Bears playing the Packers, the Eagles playing the 49ers, Bucks and Seahawks. What do you think about the teams I just listed?
Do want to say one thing. They clinched their playoff spot. They
Yeah.
clinched
Yeah, they
home
didn't they
playoff
didn't clinch
spot.
the 1 seed. They clinched their playoff spot. Yeah, correct.
So that's a big thing right there. Because the
Yeah,
Bears could clinch the 1 seed. That's very likely.
that's insane.
That Bears offense is looking pretty good. Um, I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are gonna make it. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Make the
Um,
playoffs or make it far in the playoffs.
they're not gonna make the playoffs. I think
Really? So you got the Pan
Carolina's or Detroit's gonna get in. Um,
No, it's gotta be Carolina though, because somebody from the NFC South has to make it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think so. No, no, they actually it. Well,
Because isn't it the winner of each division goes? So it'd be
it
either,
could be that way, but it depends. Like if the record is so low, Because we've seen
Yeah,
it when they haven't made playoffs, right? Where nobody's in the South made the playoffs. If I'm not
I don't think
mistaken. I
so.
don't know. Be
I
wrong.
don't think
I
so.
really could be wrong.
I don't know. But either way, I'm going to speak for myself. Like nobody in NFC South is making it past the first round. I'm telling you, the Bucks are frauds. I like Baker Mayfield. They're frauds. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
negative 27 point differential. Oh, 100% they're frauds.
all their games that they've won, I'm even thinking early in the season, they're all comebacks, they're all last minute field goals, which is
Yeah,
impressive. But got beat by the Falcons, got beat by the Saints. They're playing some of their worst football at the worst time of the year. And it's a big momentum sport, man. You've seen teams have struggle in the beginning of the year, but click at the end of the year. I'm thinking about the Bengals past couple of years when they made their Super Bowl run. They weren't the greatest team at the beginning of the year, but they hit their stride towards the end and carried them to the Super Bowl. But I think the Bucks are frauds. The Eagles are frauds too. Oh, that Eagles team looks rough, man.
I think they're just going through a rough patch. I think they're gonna get it together by the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the NFC Championship game.
It's
So
man, I feel like that's strictly off talent. That's how I feel. That's strictly off
they got a
talent.
lot of it. They got a lot
They
of it.
they do. And man, looking at the Bears record as somebody who hasn't watched a single Bears game this year, and I'll admit, 10-4 in the NFC North is I didn't realize that they had won that many games. Shout out to Chicago, but
They
I
beat
don't
the
think that
Eagles, so
yeah,
that's big.
they would
Um,
play the Packers in the first round if it ended today. But I don't think that they would win that game, personally.
yeah,
I can't say I haven't. And usually in the playoffs, I go against rookie quarterback. I'm not a rookie, first year playoff experience. Usually I kind of go against that, and I'm going to continue that trend here, man. Playoffs are different.
they are. They are
Playoffs
very
are
different.
different.
Just means more.
But
Means more.
as I kind of progress, I think that it's going to be the Rams and the Seahawks in NFC Championship. And I think that the Rams are going to make it to the Super Bowl. Man, Matt Stafford has looked incredible. I know Devontae Adams got hurt recently, but he still finds the guy Puka. He's still got a pretty good running back tandem in Blake Corum and Kyron Williams. He's still got a really good defense with Jared Versay. And yeah. So I got the Rams coming out the NFC.
Okay. Um, I think it's gonna be the Bears and the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think Devontae Adams getting hurt is gonna take a toll on the Rams.
Mhm.
Um, because when you look at it, he accounts for he has 14 touchdowns.
Oh, dude, incredible red zone threat.
So you take that away, it gets scary. It gets very scary. It puts a lot of pressure on Puka. A lot of pressure on Puka. Then that's more than needed pressure. They don't have a great tight end. He's pretty
Yeah.
good, but he's not great. Kobe Parkins, he's okay. Tyler Higbee was once good, but not the same. Kyron Williams, like you said, great. Blake Corum, pretty good. Um, so I think they might lose in divisional. And I think the Bears might come out. I have faith in Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, man. This Chicago, nigga.
I bet Soldier Field will be rocking in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those fans have been waiting so long for a playoff game. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them, but I don't know, man.
And
Some,
it could be scary, man. They got a tough schedule left.
yeah.
They got the Packers Saturday. They got 49ers next Sunday, and their last game is the Lions. The Lions who are going to be trying to clinch a playoff spot.
That is
Hey,
tough.
I told you, said at the start of the season, don't be surprised the Lions go 9-8. They're 8-6 right now. So
And they play the Rams this coming week too, so yikes. Hmm.
it's very
So did you say you have the Bears coming out of the NFC in the Super Bowl?
yeah. I have them
Wow.
beating the Eagles. I have them beating the Eagles. Oh no, did it freeze? Oh, it froze.
I mean,
All right, we're good. We're
sorry about
good.
that, guys.
Technical difficulties. We're good, y'all.
Technical
We're
difficulties.
good.
Back to it, man. Who you liking out of the AFC this year?
Um,
Drake, man, Drake,
this
man.
is this is when it gets very, very wild
Hmm.
because there's no Lamar, no Joe Burrow, no Mahomes.
Yeah,
So the automatic answer to most people would be Josh Allen. It's got to be Josh Allen, right? Here's the thing. Josh Allen has to go through three top five defenses. Broncos, the Texans, who've made him look normal, and the Chargers. He has to go through one of these three teams at some point. He has to play one. So, and Texans, they are on fire right now. The Texans, they're on a 6 game winning streak. 6 games. So, I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna see the second year QBs in the Super Bowl. I got Drake May.
Drake May.
I
Nice.
think Drake May is going to probably make it out. He's going to probably find a way to light up the Denver Broncos defense, and Bo Nix won't have any type of answer. By the way, they are on an 11 game win streak as well. But I mean, they are really they're frauds in my opinion. They are frauds, man. They're frauds.
I agree. I agree.
Like they're
I saw they were trailing. They've been trailing in every game. I think the last 10 games. I don't know if this one this past week, but I don't know, man. It's just something that's just not sustainable about I don't even know, non-consistent offense. You got the best defense probably in the game, but just the offense is so. You got J.K. Dobbins out for the year. Their wide receiver room is very, very thin, in my opinion. And then Bo Nix, first time, I guess second time in the playoffs, but he didn't do anything last year. So I think the Broncos are fraudulent. And I think the Chargers are fraudulent.
they would have to play. I think they would have to see the Bills again. They might have to
Yeah,
see the
they
Bills
would.
again like last year.
Would be in Denver.
I think they'll beat the Bills. Hot take. I think
Broncos.
they'll beat the Bills.
I don't know, man. The Bills have Keon Coleman. He likes cookies. I don't know.
You're supposed to be our number one. And you're playing like a bum. That is insane to say, bro. It was crazy. A lot of Chiefs fans were telling me we need Keon Coleman over Xavier Worthy. He's just fast. Keon Coleman can only do one thing and that's run go routes. He can't run slants. He can't run post. He can't run comebacks. He can't run drag routes. He can't run whip routes. He can't even run a bubble screen. He just runs straight. That's all he
I'll
can
give
do,
him.
man.
He's a very good contested catch. Very good at the contested catch. I will give him that. I still have faith in him, man. I do. I really still have faith in him. Call me crazy,
Not
but
showing up, practice. I
hey,
ain't
bro,
hearing it, man.
he likes cookies, man. Let him be.
I ain't hearing it. Not hearing it.
I think. The Jaguars and Steelers. Jaguars, Steelers, Chargers, and Broncos are all fraudulent.
AFC North in total is fraudulent. There's a possibility that the Pittsburgh Steelers could get in at 8-9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
How are the Jaguars a 3 seed? I know Trevor Lawrence popped off last week, but has he been doing it all year?
uh, yeah, beat the Chiefs, beat the Colts, beat the Chargers, and who else they beat? They beat the Texans as well. So they own a lot of the tiebreakers,
Yeah.
and they got to play the Colts and the Titans for two of their last three games. They play the Broncos this upcoming Sunday.
Should be interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a close game.
I feel like the
Denver's favored. They're
Broncos are
favored, but
usually blowouts. Like the Broncos are just it's gonna be a close game. Regardless if they're playing the Raiders or the Chiefs, it's gonna be a close game with the Broncos.
yeah,
And that's why I don't see them going far. They haven't shown me any sort of dominance. They've shown me fight and they've shown me and some of the wins, dude, down the stretch are just luck, man. They're a good team. They are a
100%.
deserving team, 100%. They're well coached as well. I love Sean Payton, but man, I'm not sure, dude.
We were a blocked field goal away from beating them.
Yeah.
So
The Giants had a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter or something, maybe even bigger. I don't remember the exact score, but the Giants almost put it to the Broncos.
yeah, they kept throwing the ball like idiots,
Yeah.
which I
So
don't
one more
get.
question here. The Colts started out the year, I believe it was 7 or 6-1. Anyways, since then, they're 8-6 now.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Colts? Because they have, what
Um,
do you think about them, man?
all of this falls on their GM. All of this falls on the GM because they set themselves up. This was their year to do it, to get to the playoffs. Daniel Jones got hurt. You thought Daniel Jones was going to be your guy. He showed you over the past couple weeks that he's still a pumpkin. He is not ready to take on a full contract. He's not ready to be signed to be a franchise guy. You traded away a first round pick for Sauce Gardner, who I thought wasn't that good. Didn't think he was that good. Um, so back to the bottom they go, man. Back to the bottom they go. They will have a top 15 pick, maybe top 10 pick in 2027. Next year is going to be tough for them, man. It's going to be tough. They're going to get a tough schedule next year. They're going to get a very tough schedule. So,
I think Jonathan Taylor's had one of the best offensive seasons of all time. That's why they
oh,
were
yeah.
where they were. And I can't fault the GM for going in thinking they had it, but man, it sure looks ugly now. That's what I'll say. Sure looks ugly because Sauce is out. Um, you're right, he hadn't really played all that well since his rookie year. So what do you do, man? What do you do? Now they're not going to make the playoffs after a crazy start. They might even finish below 500, which is crazy to say.
I
It
think,
think
yeah, I don't think they went out.
things are
Yeah.
so bad for them. They had to sign 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who hasn't played an NFL football game in 5 years, and it showed. It showed. Man, things are rough for Colts fans. That's just a crazy season turnaround, man. I
I'm the
feel
Colts. they could change all of this around. They really can. Jonathan Taylor is a he's not some average back who just blew up. First year, 2020, had 1,100 yards. 2021 had 1,800 yards. 2024, well, 2022 and 2023, he was hurt. He only played 10 games in each. 2024, 1,400 yards. 2025, he's already passed that 1,400 yard mark from last season. So he's
Yeah.
not just some average back. He's a great, like, all down back. So, and he's great in the pass game too. 300 receiving yards. If I'm them, I'm like, do we let him go and just get a bunch of draft capital?
You're not going to
Get
get
a
a better
lot for him.
season than this, man. So if you're going to do it, now's the time because you're not going to get a better offensive season than this right here. I have him in the Dynasty League, and I traded him away for some future assets and a couple of first round picks and Tyler Warren. So you're not you're not. This is time to strike while the iron's hot. If you feel like you need to restock some assets, I mean, you're not going to get a better season. You're not going to get a better return than you are right now. I hope that they keep that in mind. And relating it to basketball, man, there's been times where the Pelicans have had players go stupid and go crazy. And that was a time to strike when the iron's hot. And yet they end up dwindling and trading them away for Kelly Olynyk and Bruce Brown. So, yeah, it's strike while the iron's hot. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. Um, yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Yep.
It's a tough decision to make, but
It's
would you
NFL for you, man.
would you do the same?
Trade Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I think I could get at least two first round picks for him.
I'd probably say two first and a second in a league that doesn't value running backs. That's very impressive. Like two first and a second for a running back. Maybe you some good young player as well with upside.
His only
What
downside is he's 26. He's gonna be 27
what would you think
next month.
about a Bills trade for Jonathan Taylor?
That'd
No,
be
never mind.
stupid.
Never mind.
That'd
They
be
have
stupid.
I forgot about James Cook. I was thinking of the framework of a couple of firsts and Keon Coleman and maybe a second, 2 seconds or so. But I forgot they had James Cook. Never mind.
I'm gonna be honest. Bears.
DeAndre Swift, a couple of first,
Swift
second.
in your first round from this year, first round from 2027. Um, you could probably throw in a receiver because you have a bunch of them. Um,
Would you be like DJ? Would you give up DJ Moore in that, or more like a Luther Burden, or you're not giving up Rome, obviously.
I wouldn't give up. Uh,
He always seems unhappy, man. DJ Moore always seems unhappy.
I think that's just who he is.
Yeah,
But there's times where you can see where he's like very upset.
yeah,
I think he's just a very like
emotional
loud
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
gonna have to look into this. There's he can get traded somewhere. He can get moved. So somebody with a lot of money.
Seahawks.
They are looking to move on from Kenneth Walker. So that could be a move. Be a great move. That could actually work.
Yeah, yep, and I could see that. So to wrap up the football stuff, your Super Bowl predictions. You got the Bears
Patriots.
and the Patriots.
The second year quarterbacks battling it out in the Super Bowl.
Wow, Man, I would love to live in Boston, man. They never have bad sports teams, and if they do, they're bad for like maybe 3 years max.
Yeah.
You know, they have the luxury over there.
Celtics, Patriots, Red
Red Sox,
Sox,
Bruins. I don't know much about hockey, but I know
Bruins.
they're always pretty good. Um, I'm gonna go with who did I say? I said the Rams and the Bills. So I'm rocking with in the Super Bowl. And on top, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Rams are gonna win it all. And you got the
Matt
Patriots.
Stafford, two-time Super Bowl champion. He has to be top five after that. He moves up in the top five. Drew
Yeah,
Brees gets moved down.
Drew Brees is dude. He doesn't have an MVP, which is insane. I can't make the
I
argument for
mean,
him because he doesn't have the MVP, and he only has one Super Bowl, man. One call, one blown tackle, a blown game. Jared Cook from being the GOAT, from being the GOAT.
and here's Matt Stafford going to win MVP and possibly a Super Bowl.
Do you forget his Detroit tenure if he won the
No,
second Super Bowl with the Rams?
no, you don't forget it because that's what made him. That's what made Matt Stafford. That's what got Matt Stafford to the Rams in the first place because of how great he was on the 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 Lions.
Good team, yeah. Got you. So who's your prediction of winning all? You gave me your Super Bowl prediction, but who's taking it home?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards the Bears because their defense is okay. It's okay. Um, I trust Ben Johnson more than I do Mike Vrabel, and that's nothing against Mike Vrabel at all because he's an amazing coach. So
Cool. Well, whenever we get there, you have to let me know who you got. So now we're gonna transition into some basketball humping. Like you, I haven't watched much basketball this year, but we both caught the cup game between the Spurs and the Thunder, and man, what a game that was. I was so happy to see the Thunder lose, man. I'm the biggest Thunder hater probably on the planet, but there sure is a lot of us, man. There sure is a lot of us. Talk to me about that game, dude. What did you think about it? Could this potentially be a brewing rivalry?
100%, 100%. They got to
Yeah,
see each other. What is this? Four more times for the
maybe.
playoffs. I think. Yeah, they play each other actually next week, next Tuesday,
Get your popcorn ready.
and then they play each other again on Christmas.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, good job, NBA. Good job. Oh, Adam Silver.
So it's we're seeing a rivalry brewing. Like it's yeah, man. Mind you, Wimby didn't play the full. He didn't play like a. He came off the bench.
Yeah,
He played how many minutes? 21 minutes off the bench.
I bet his plus minus is crazy.
21.
In a 1 point, or was it a 2 point win? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
And he had an okay game. He had 22 points and 9 rebounds. That's
solid.
very solid.
Just his presence alone is a kryptonite for the Thunder, in my opinion, because they are a very strong driving team. You can't drive against Wimby though, dude. He's 7'4". He's the opposite of a cone. What's the opposite of a cone hump? A speed bump? No. Is it a statue? No, it's a cone. You think on this while I keep ranting. So yeah, his strength is OKC's weakness. Sure, Shea's gonna get his, but forcing OKC to make shots beyond the arc is that's the recipe for success against them. Forcing them to make shots beyond the arc. And Yeah, man, but in this that game was so much fun to watch. You truly haven't seen a level of hatred that Wemby has for Chet in a while. The last time I could think of a rivalry like that was probably Trae Young and the Knicks a couple of years ago. Say a couple of years ago. This is 2020, 2021. But it's refreshing to see, man. This form of rivalry in a league where foul baiting and free throw merchants are present. But yeah, it's refreshing to see that level of hatred and that level of just just like the level of rivalry is it's just refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
What you got? What's the opposite of a cold?
Um, like those little poles that'll be in the ground that'll block off a road.
Yeah.
That's what he is. If you run your car into that, your car is flipping over.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
what he is, man.
I like that.
Cohen would be Jamal Murray.
Cold Jamal. Perfect transition, man. Hump texted me this week asking me if Nicole Jokic is top five center of all time. I'll give you my thoughts first, and I'll let you talk after me.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Top five offensive player of all time.
offensive player. Yes, 100%. He is the top
I think
five
so.
offensive player of all time. I can't,
We already know he's a top five center. I hope we do, right?
yeah, and in my opinion, he's the best center of all time.
Ooh,
Best center of all time. And it's
ooh.
crazy to say. Let me give you some numbers, Hump. So his on-off numbers speak for themselves. Since
Stats. Oh,
2022, whenever Nikola Jokic is on the court, his teams are winning by an average of 19 points. 2023, Nikola Jokic on the court, his teams are winning by 25 points. 2024, Nikola Jokic on the court, 24 points. 2025, Nikola Jokic on the court, 21.3 points. You can, the numbers don't lie. And I'm not going to be just some numbers nerd. But man, just seeing what this dude does for his team, sure, the championships have not been there, but I don't think that's his fault. I think that having inconsistent play on Jamal Murray, not having a true lockdown defender like these other championship teams have, man, I just call it recency bias. This dude is the most skilled center I've ever seen.
most skilled center? Yes.
Most skilled center, best center
I
of all
can't,
time.
I can't give him best center
Who's
because of what you
better?
said about the championships. Kareem and
And
Shaq are better
that's
than
a
him.
fair point. Shaq was more dominant. Kareem
But here's the thing about Shaq, though. Shaq was the reason they were winning championships. He was the needle mover. He was the needle mover. That
was a
that's who he was. Shaq is like Roman Reigns. When when Roman Reigns isn't in the WWE, you can say it's not as watchable. But when he's in the WWE, once he's on screen, your views go up. Once Shaq is in the lineup, your chances of winning that championships are skyrocketing. It it is. That's just you gotta take. I feel like you gotta take that into account. Like you have to. You really have to. He
that
won.
dude dominant.
I mean, come on. I
He
can't.
had he had Kobe Bryant. That's my argument. Nikola Jokic just had a hurt Jamal Murray, inconsistent Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic has never had an all-star teammate, by the way. Never. In
I
his
will say
career,
this.
he's never had an all-star teammate.
I will say this. I'll give him grace because the bigs are way more skilled today. Shaq had to go up against some very terrible bigs, and I think he averaged like close to 30 points in the finals once. And I would keep feeding him the ball too if I was playing a bunch of scrubs and a bunch of Black Panther activists. I would definitely feed him the ball. So, I mean, So I mean, but I just can't. He has to get to another final. He has to. He has to because that pushes that for him. That things that Tim Duncan did, Kareem, all these bigs,
Wilt doesn't
who
count.
else?
Wilt does not count,
Who?
by the way,
Why doesn't Will count? I was gonna
because
say
the
Bill Russell, but
Wilt doesn't count. That's my thing. Wilt doesn't count because nobody had the film.
well, if you didn't know, man, I don't know if I've told you, but we found out how Wilt. We have the film. We saw how Wilt was getting these points. His teammates were shooting. He was taking the ball out of the air and putting it in himself. That's how he has all these rebounds and these points. And he made his team actually start fouling intentionally so he can get the ball quicker. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. And he can never beat Bill Russell.
That's just the whole debate with Nikola Jokic. I feel like is just winning, and like I said, dude hasn't had an all-star teammate his whole career. Just to see these on-off numbers that I was just telling you, dude, is
I
insane
feel
to
like
see.
that's a terrible excuse though, because he has great teammates. Aaron
He didn't.
Gordon's not ass. Jamal
Uh-uh.
Murray, he's a great facilitator,
Yeah,
a
I'd say
great
Nikola
3-point
Jokic.
shooter, terrible defender. Terrible defender. The only thing I'd use as an excuse that he had MPJ. Yeah.
MPJ's
Because that's his
balling.
name. The ball hog, the man who talks too much. Yeah.
He's
The only
funny.
thing I'd hold against him. But he has to get to another finals. I don't care if he gets to another final and loses, I'll put him at two.
This is the year.
It's not the year. There's nobody getting past OKC.
He
I don't
almost
think
did.
anyone's getting past OKC.
He almost did last year, basically, with a bummed Eric Gordon who playing on torn hamstring. Man, I
See it happening, man.
just
Don't see it
you
happening.
can't do anything with him. You just have to live with whatever he decides to do. Because
Basically,
I've never seen anybody 7 foot that is able to read a double team and make the right pass and just he is a cone. He is a cone. 100%. The Jokic is a cone, but he's an offensive hub, dude. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. So maybe I'm jumping the gun and calling him the best of all time, but man, I think he's special. And I don't think everybody thinks he's special.
he's
But I
definitely
just,
top three, top four. Can't
yeah.
take it away from him.
And some people probably wouldn't say that because he's not the type of guy to advocate for himself, you know? Like I feel like he's very underrated in terms of the all-time ranks because he's not loud. The dude doesn't even like basketball. Like, how
He likes
crazy is that?
horses.
That dude loves his horses, man. So I think he's going to end his career as the best center in league history. But whether that gets acknowledged or not, that's a different story. He still has
Well,
some left. So we'll just have to see how it works,
okay.
how it works out, man. So that's all I have to say about that. But now onto some NBA drama. What's the situation with Giannis, man? What's going on? I think the Bucks are sitting. Bucks just lost to the Nets by 40 points without Giannis. So what's going on?
Um, First, I want to say I hope he has a speedy recovery,
Mm-hmm.
but he also has to take some blame.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you gotta say what you want, man. Just say what you want. He's acting like a girl. Like we're supposed to understand what you know, man. You are right there with Shaq as one of the most dominant bigs to ever touch a court ever. You can
Yeah.
get 30 points off of going straight to the paint. You can get the ball at half court, and the entire team is gonna know what you're gonna do, and you're still gonna get 30 every single night. That's who you are. I had him probably winning MVP probably if he made the playoffs. But dude, you
Yeah.
gotta let you gotta let these people know what you want. Let the bro just say it. You want to win. You want to win rings. You want rings, and I'm not gonna take that away from you. You want rings. Say that you
Yeah.
want rings. Get out of Milwaukee. Maybe you can't get to New York, but there are other teams out there right now who would you would be on a great you'd be on their team, and there's a possibility that you could make the finals with that team.
Yeah.
But yes, that's not gonna happen if you're being so wishy-washy. Bro's moving like Tyreek Hill right now. That's not a good look. That's not a good thing to like. That's He's too good of a player to sit here and be like, I want to leave. I don't want to leave. I never said I didn't want to leave. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's
No, I mean you're completely right, man. It's if you want to be out, nobody's gonna fault you for wanting to leave Milwaukee. In fact, since he was drafted in I think it was 2014, the Bucks have not signed any of their draft picks to a second contract. That's incompetence by the front office. That's insane to think about. That's over 12 drafts of not signing a single player to a second contract because they haven't panned out. They've drafted so many busts, man, and after they had won the championship, traded some of their core for Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard's a great player, but you ended up waiving him. Unfortunate injury, unfortunate situation, I know, but it's nobody's gonna fault him for wanting to leave Milwaukee. And you're right, he needs to. I see reports saying, "Oh, he likes New York. Oh, he likes Miami. Oh, he wants to go these places." But then I see the same another report an hour later saying that he never said he wanted to leave Milwaukee or anything like that. Dude, be all the way in or be all the way out, man.
dude,
This
it's
that is not. You can't with anything, dude. Not even just basketball.
this is a
It's
bad look if he wants to go
yeah.
to another franchise. Like that's a bad look.
And
Very
I
bad
love
look.
Giannis, dude. He's such a likable guy. He's such a likable guy, but man, you can't have your one foot in and one foot out whenever you're getting paid as much as you're getting paid and as great of a player as you are, man. It's make up your mind, dude. Make up your mind. Because he's holding the Bucks hostage, man. If the Bucks could flip the reset, hit a hard reset with one player, dude, they could probably get 4 or 5 first round picks for him and some very promising young talent for a guy like that. And it could just completely reset their franchise and give them the OKC building block, like, but yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying about him. So do you think of any potential places he might go? Like, what is your number one landing spot for Giannis?
Uh, I have two in mind, the Bulls, and if he was to go out west, honestly, no. I don't think there's anywhere he could go west. There's nowhere west he could really go. So probably just the Bulls. I was gonna say uh the Mavs maybe, but that would be too much of a that backcourt would be just too
Hey,
much going on with Coop and Giannis. I wouldn't that's a
um,
headache. So
I,
probably just the Bulls.
yeah, I feel like in a Mavs trade, they would want Cooper Flag in it.
They might, yeah, they might.
They'd want Cooper Flag in it. Miami is a common answer, common destination, but man, I've told you this before. Everybody is going to Miami apparently, but it never happens. Miami's always in these rumors, but they never do anything.
Yep.
But I could see him potentially going there if, like, I think that would be a pretty good trade. Obviously, I think Miami would send out Tyler Hero, Milwaukee native. They would send out Khalil Ware, promising young center. Probably a couple other role players, Hami Jaquez, maybe Nikola Jovic, and a bunch of picks. I think that could be a pretty solid team with Giannis, Bam. It's a pretty solid defensive front court, and then you have Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins. Maybe you have to trade Wiggins. I don't know.
Doesn't seem like a needle moving, you know? It doesn't. if I see that trade, it doesn't make me think they are going to the finals or they are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because I see a lot of holes in that team. But in the Bulls, I mean,
Who would the Bulls give up though? It'd have to be Giddy. Giddy would have to be involved, in my
I
opinion.
feel like they would try their best to keep Giddey. I feel like
I'm
they would do everything they can to say, look, Giddey's off the table, but everything else isn't off the table.
But what would you want as a
That's what I'm saying.
player? I mean, what would you want if you're the Bucks? If you're making a trade with the Bulls?
A fuck ton of first round picks,
Yeah,
maybe five. Maybe five and maybe two second rounds. Because he's such a Giannis is such a desirable player. Like he is one of the only bigs to where he doesn't have a true bag when it comes to on the perimeter. But you know that any
yeah,
given moment, you give him the ball, bro, he's going to give you 30. He's literally a 30 ball merchant. Like you can't take that away. 30 and 10, 30 and 10 every game. It's bound to happen. I I just it's so tough, man. It is so tough because of how good he is. And it's just I know how hungry these teams are to want so much for him back. It's tough. It's he's too good. He's too good to where it's like you gotta put so much into it. It has to be 4 to 5 first round picks. You gotta give up a player that you built your entire team around for the future. It's I
I got one
mean,
more for you, man. Atlanta Hawks.
Hatham for AD. That's not a bad idea.
Atlanta Hawks own this year's Bucks pick, next year's Bucks pick. Give him Trey Young, who's due for a contract extension that they're not willing to extend because he's been unavailable and he hasn't been as good as he was back in 2021. Give him Kristaps Porzingis, who has AIDS. Give him Risa Shea, and
He got
yeah,
AIDS?
that dude has AIDS, bro. That dude's been dealing with an illness, the same illness since he was in Boston,
Oh
like
gosh.
last
Oh no.
last year. It is not looking good for him. But if you look at his contract, it's expiring. So that's $30 million in expiring, meaning you could sign a free agent. Anybody you please for that. So I think Atlanta's a possible destination, and Jalen Johnson's been balling. Alexander Walker's been balling. Yeah, I think that is a very plausible destination for Giannis because they control Milwaukee's future. But yeah, I think Atlanta also deserves some look. That dude has AIDS though, man. It's unfortunate to see because he's a great player. But yeah, he's been sick with the same illness since maybe January of last year, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah,
AIDS.
he's a great player.
A unicorn with AIDS?
Yeah, it happens, man. That's what he gets for being a unicorn. I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's not, I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Like, you do you, man. Whatever floats your boat, but you gotta know the consequences of floating around with other unicorns, you know what I'm saying? Gotta watch other horns, dude. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. That's how it's transmitted. All right, I ain't got enough to say about basketball, man. You?
Um, nah, man. I'm just really looking forward to these playoffs, man. Something about this, the way the West is looking,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna want to miss a single playoff game. Like, I'm gonna do the best I can to try and go to somewhere to sit down and eat and watch these playoff games play out, bro. Because this
yeah.
is looking like
It's gonna be a bloodbath, man, for sure.
it feels like March Madness in the NBA right now.
Yeah,
Because you have the team that everyone's like every year this team's gonna win, and that's OKC right now, and they're 24-2. Then you just watched a young team have their best player come off the bench and beat them by 2 points. Then you got a team where one of the top MVP candidates and an aging player, one of the best players of all time, and then another guy on their team just dominating. And sometimes they're all not playing together. But when they play together, they're so great. And that's the Lakers. And then you got the Houston Rockets still trying to put it together piece by piece. They're making it come together. Who else you got, man? You got I was gonna say the Clippers, but damn the Clippers are cooked, man. Uh Minnesota Timberwolves, they're finding it.
Got that
They're
man.
finding it.
They
They're
got that
finding it.
man. They got that man.
Um, so bro, this top six, I can't. I'm not gonna leave out Denver. To be honest, those 19 wins all go to Jokic. That is all Jokic. Well, besides one, because Aaron Gordon he had like 50
Hey, bro,
that
don't
one
forget about
game.
the Pelicans.
Who?
Don't forget about the Pelicans. We won two in a row. Watch out. I'm just playing, dude. Their season's been over. Their season's
5
been
and
over.
22, bro. 5
I,
22.
I I do like what I've seen out of the rookies, Queen and Fears. They've been balling, but yeah, the season's over. Unfortunately, and you don't have your pick. But honestly, they've gotten a lot of flack for it. Like, put it in this perspective. Would you rather have a rookie now who's being able to develop, who'll be ready sooner and has shown you flashes like Derek Queen, or would you rather a top rookie next year you have to develop a little bit longer? I'm
The
taking Derek
top, I
Queen.
like I like Queen. I like
Uh,
Derek Queen.
yeah, I'm
I
taking
like the way he
Queen.
plays, man. So
He's
it's
kind of like that Jokic, Sengun, Sabonis archetype, so I'm excited to see what his future holds personally.
shout out Albert Sengun, bro. I'm
Yeah.
becoming a big fan of Albert. I don't know what it is, bro. I'm a big fan of these guys who are like they're not the top guy in the league. Like I'm a
Mhm.
big Rui Hachimura fan.
I like him a
Shout
lot.
out Rui. Shout
Really
out
do.
Rui, man. He's finding it right now. I'm liking that. Albert Sengun, you got it. So at some point he's gonna get paid. So
Yeah.
I'm so ready for the playoffs, dude. It's gonna be so awesome. But we can't sleep on the East either because
Yeah.
76ers, they're kind of finding it. Um, Detroit,
Yeah, bro, what's up with that? Baldwin,
Detroit,
once
man. That's that Flint, Michigan.
hey, bro, I was wrong. Before the season started, I was like, yo, I'm out on Detroit. They don't have another superstar next to Cade. They don't need another superstar next to Cade. That's how good he is. And that's
They
how,
got Jalen Duren. That's who they got.
dude, that's a team who knows their identity, knows their strengths. And this is what I like in NBA. Like you see good teams like the Thunder, like Detroit, who understand that shots aren't going to fall every night, but you can bring defensive intensity that translates every single game, like Detroit, like OKC, who is top of league in both conferences. So, man, I like what they have. I really do.
You know what this team is reminding me of? That first win, that first championship win for the Warriors. Very young,
Yeah.
everybody they got their star point guard, they got their other point guard who's a great defensive player. They got them a big. I don't think
Hmm.
they really had a big back then, but he was whoever their
They
big was, he was okay.
Bogut.
Who- Andrew Bogut, that's who it was.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he ain't
service.
Jalen Duren. He
He's
ain't
not.
Jalen Duren.
He's not. And I'd say Isaiah Stewart's similar to Draymond Green.
That's exactly what I was finna get at.
But he can hit the outside shot. Draymond can't.
But I give
Stewart,
this Draymond can facilitate. He can
yeah,
facilitate.
he can. He's one of the best passing power forwards ever. So yeah, I agree with that.
I'm liking their team. I'm liking it.
I still like the
I don't
Knicks East, dude. I mean, the Pistons Knicks rematch series is going to be absolute cinema, but I
want to
like the Knicks.
believe in the Knicks. I really want to believe in them. I just don't know how. Like I can't trust them to be as good as Jalen Brunson when it comes time to be great. Only person I
That's,
can depend on is Jalen Brunson, and that's not gonna help.
they're very thin. Like they don't have any really much depth at all.
Very
That's
top heavy.
that's my concern. So
Very
he
top
makes
heavy.
moves at the deadline, but if not, that's a concern because who's going to be the Brunson can't play 46 minutes. He's not playing under Tom Thibodeau anymore, who would play him the whole game. So
Yeah,
You need some semblance of depth. Give him the break because as good as he is, you gotta give him breaks, man.
yeah.
Gotta give him breaks. So, I'm gonna ask you something now. If you go with it, my hero or my second hero behind Jesus, of course. John Cena had his last match this past Saturday, huh? I know you're a big wrestling fan. Just walk me through your thoughts and tell me how you feel about the outcome of that match.
I want to say I knew he was gonna lose. I think everybody knew like he
Yeah,
was gonna lose because that's what they're building Gunther up to be. He's the guy who retires the old heads. Like the yesterday when he came in, they let him kick off the show. They booed him. Like now he has the heel heat. He is the top heel. He's going to be the heel that all these baby faces are gonna have to beat. I'm thinking Javon Evans, um, probably Carmelo Hayes at some point, Jay Uso at one time. All these guys they're gonna have to beat this big heel, and that's who he is. He is the heel to beat. So, I mean, I think I just didn't like the way the ending was. It was a great match. For a good bit of the match was great. I just didn't like the way he tapped.
yeah,
And the theories are out there, and I'm starting to believe them. I think he tapped for that to be blown back in Triple H's face. I think that's what it was because they kept putting this entire retirement tour that was underwhelming on John Cena. They said at first it was, well, it's been like this because The Rock hasn't shown up. Okay, we'll let that slide. Then you said, this is what John Cena wanted. And then John Cena came out and said, I wanted to do 220 dates. And they gave me, what, 30, 40.
yeah,
John Cena wanted to go full time because he said that he could manage doing Peacemaker. By the way, I finished it. Amazing. They got to give us another season for that. They got to. Um, he said he could do both Peacemaker, making movies, and wrestling. He could do it. So you telling me we could have got a bunch more? We could have got actual storylines built up where he was giving promos day in, day out, doing matches on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. He could do that. So I think him tapping was just to be a big slap in the face of Triple H. That's what it was. You could tell by the boos and everything. I'm gonna miss him, man. I cried. I genuinely cried. I'm going to miss John Cena. I'm gonna miss him, man. He ain't my goat, but I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him.
I wonder what retired means. Because you see Stone Cold Steve Austin, you see Undertaker who are retired, but they're there, you know? They
Yeah.
show up moments. So I wonder if it's like a gone, like never see me again, or if it's like
Yeah,
more
no,
like,
he's like he said he's never doing any in-ring action. He's gonna be an ambassador now, but he said he's never getting back in the ring to fight ever again. That's
hmm,
he's gonna be 50. And so
yeah. I didn't know that people think it's a slight of Triple H, man.
a lot of people remember he was the one that was getting booed. They were like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they booed him once he got
Um,
into the ring, and then in the post show they were saying AEW, and that was like, oof, that's scary. That's scary. So
yeah.
I
Who,
mean,
who's your John Cena biggest villain? For me, it's always gonna be Randy Orton. Like the best opponent of
Edge,
his Edge.
Edge. I think Edge is his wrestling soulmate. That's his wrestling soulmate.
I think
They've never
AJ
had a
Styles.
bad match.
Yeah.
Um, AJ
I,
Styles, that reminds me of you watch Black Panther, right?
mhm.
That reminds me of Killmonger and Black Panther. That's basically what it is almost. It's just, or just some guy who's killed it on the indie scene so long, to where he
Yeah.
couldn't be denied. And then he came and he showed why he could be up there, and he really is up there with the guy out of all wrestling entertainment. He is the guy. That's AJ Styles and John Cena. Um,
That's I'm saying that I feel like that's a wrestling soulmate. They weren't in the they didn't have enough of a rivalry to be considered top, whatever. But man, those matches that they've had have been phenomenal. No pun intended.
I think he's in his Sinister Six for sure.
Really?
Like, yeah. The reason I say Edge is because of everything they have going through since the early 2000s. Money in the Bank, cash-ins, all their matches, through it all. Like Roman Reigns is wrestling soulmate is Seth Rollins, you know. Um Randy Orton, yeah, I wouldn't be able to say his wrestling soulmate because it can be anybody. It could be a lot of people. It could be John Cena. It could be Triple H. It could you can say Kofi Kingston at one point. Like it's so many people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just remember when I guess started watching him and Randy Orton were feuding for like 4 years, just switching the championship and had some crazy like I quit matches. And I remember Randy Orton slapping Cena's dad and like that was personal. Like
like
that
'08 to
like
like
that was personal.
2015.
Like
Yes.
skinhead bald Randy. That's a different. I mean, Randy is a whole dude. Randy got taller and like got like
He's
huge.
jacked, bro. Like he's
Like,
juiced.
yeah, but
He's juiced,
like
man.
oh wait, Randy and John Cena beef, dude. There was you couldn't tell me they didn't like each other. Like in real life, there's no way they liked each other because those were some dude. They hated each other in those matches, man.
Crazy, bro.
It was
Crazy.
and like then I remember there was a time where like the WWE like walked out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I think it was Randy and Punk was there and Cena, Sheamus.
It was Sheamus versus John Cena. Triple H was the referee. CM Punk was the commentator.
Yeah,
And I think Randy Orton was still there too, but I think it just didn't fit for him to like be in
yeah.
that. But yeah, that was that was a crazy time. Was that 2011? Was
I
that
think
that Super Show era?
I
That
don't
was
remember.
during the time like the Nexus was just beating up everybody, and everyone was like, "It's unsafe."
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, it was
I
man.
think so. But yeah, my go John Cena opponent's gotta be Randy Orton. Gotta be Randy Orton.
I really can't go against that. Like that, you can make a great argument for Randy, man.
Yeah, they hate dude, man. It's heck what sports entertainment rivalry at its finest.
Yeah,
That and the Shield hatred is just top tier storytelling. Like,
Shield,
wish they, John
my
Moxley back.
dogs. Seth Rollins, that's my goat.
Yeah, I know it is, man. I know.
That's the man right there, bro. That's the man. That's twin right there. That's twin. Got the same birthday and all.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Seth Rollins,
Shout out
man.
Seth Rollins, man. Shout out my guy.
All right, man. Well, we've been here for a while. I'll probably we'll talk about our Apple Music replay or whatever, and then we'll get out of here unless you have anything else to say about wrestling. Which,
Nah,
if the
man, I
case,
really do want to hear
you
your
want to hear my
replay.
okay. So my
Yeah.
one was Rod Wave. No surprise there. Y'all pump. You can't. You can't listen to the known songs, man. Like you do a deeper dive if you ever get the chance, man. If you ever get the chance, and it's not even like the sad stuff. It's just lyrical and it's easy to understand. Like, and it's I don't know. Sometimes I just get tired of screwing everybody and shooting everybody, and you know how it is. But yeah, my one is Rod Wave, my two is Lil Wayne, three is Kendrick, four is Drake, and then five is Kanye. So in my opinion, not a bad list, but I feel like I feel like I listened to more Lil Wayne this year than anybody, but I guess that surprised
That's
me.
Don't you?
Who you got, man?
Uh, look. I listen to an unhealthy amount of Drake, man. I
Yeah,
listen to 7,000 minutes of Drake.
dang.
Dude, it was bad. And number two was bad, bro. I always say my list start at three because
Okay.
it's always gonna be Drake and YB. I don't know how I've listened to this much YB. Like I had to like once I saw that, I said, I gotta do some soul searching because that's bad. Bro, I listened to 3,000 minutes of Young Boy. I don't remember that. I definitely don't remember Drake. I think Drake has something going on because he's number one for a lot of people. That's scary. But three, I got Playboy Cardi with 1,000 minutes. And then I got Baby Chief at four. And then Kanye at five. Tame Impala six. The Weeknd seven. My Goat Lil Uzi at eight. Lucky at nine. And Lil Yachty at 10.
Lil Uzi's only at 8. That's surprising. I know
I
much of
listen to all my Uzi on SoundCloud because I like his a lot of his unreleased. Told you, bro,
yeah.
I'm a real Uzi fan, bro. I'm
Oh, but
only time Uzi's played on Apple Music if it's on shuffle and I'm in the gym.
yeah. Tame
Um,
Impala. I didn't know anything about Tame Impala until probably last year. And dude, they're it's not even so much their like lyrics and everything. It's
there,
little like the beats. It's
just one
just
guy.
yeah, the beats is what really gets me with Tame Impala, man. That's what I like.
Um, those instrumentals are crazy.
I like Let It Happen most,
Yes,
but I'm kind of blanking on other songs.
my favorite one is let's see,
And I'm
I think
probably a mainstream Tame Impala fan. Like I haven't done any deep dives or anything, but their mainstream stuff is mainstream
I
for
mean
a reason.
they're basically mainstream. They are mainstream like they're yes they are.
So that's a
And
good. I've listened to a lot of Frank Ocean. I think Frank Ocean was six for me. So I guess you can kind of.
okay,
I
Frank
guess.
Ocean,
Yeah, bro. He was UL alumni.
really?
Yeah, he went to somewhere in New Orleans, and then Katrina hit, and he went to Lafayette to finish his degree after Katrina, which I didn't know. Which I think that's kind of cool. But he's from California, so I always thought that was interesting.
That's that's wild.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
very wild.
A
Um,
legend walking on campus with me, or a legend that was there.
yeah. Shout out Nas. That was my number one album,
Really?
Illmatic. I love that album, bro. I love Illmatic.
What about Lil Nas X? You been listening to him?
No, not anymore. No, no.
Yeah. He kind of got satanic, and I kind of was like, all right,
Yeah,
you
man,
do,
gotta cut that
do
off.
you, friend. You do you.
Do you over there, just not
Yeah,
by me, you know?
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. All right, man. Well, that's all I got. It's probably one of our longest podcasts, but it's always good catching up. Hopefully,
We
to
had a lot to get to today,
yeah,
man. Yeah,
the listeners out there, thanks for staying with us. I know that I know, thank y'all for understanding that we've been in school and haven't been able to put out content as much, but look forward to getting
yeah.
back to you. Appreciate all the
We
love as
gotta.
always. Leave a comment, drop a like, hit the follow button, click the bell, let you know whenever we're going live or let you know when we upload a video, man. You got anything to
Facts.
say to close it out?
Um, honestly, man, I hope everyone enjoys their Christmas. Um, just hope everyone had an okay 2025. Go ahead and get those lists started. Everybody, we gotta attack 2026 like it's nothing. GTA 6 coming out 2026. Lego Batman coming out 2026. Um, we got a collab coming up with Lil Wayne, Drake, um, all the Young Money Militia. They all gonna be on the podcast in 2026. Nicki
Oh,
Minaj,
yeah.
everybody. We might throw in DJ Khaled, whole nine, just for y'all. I promise. I shouldn't have said I promise because we're probably gonna be looking for those guys now. That's crazy.
Be on the lookout though.
Be
To
on
all
the
our
lookout. Go
For
look out
all,
for Tyler Shough.
we getting stuck
He might be
tonight.
on the podcast. He might be on the podcast.
He does pods. But be on the lookout for real. There might be some type of Christmas pick and pod shirt design. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but there might be something out there. I might get to working
Like
on. So be on the lookout.
we might cook something up for y'all, man.
Maybe
We might
so.
cook something up for y'all.
But yeah, man, be safe during holidays. Enjoy the holiday. Acknowledge the reason for the season, of course, what we're celebrating, who we're celebrating. Spend time with loved ones. Hopefully, if you're in school, enjoy the time off. Man, just like Hump said, attack next year. New
Pack
beginnings.
it.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for me. Hump, take us home, man. Just
Uh, Listen, I'm gonna leave us with one thing. Shout out to my dad. He's probably gonna watch this. Um, like I said about 2026, look, 2025 wasn't the best year for a lot of people. I know for me it was very underwhelming. Um, but if y'all take anything from me, take this one saying that I got from my dad. Play till the whistle blows. It's that simple. And anything you do, you keep going till the whistle blows. You think you've done enough, you haven't. Keep going till the whistle blows. Um, so that's it, man. I'm
I like
very
that.
grateful for everyone. So
Thanks, Coach Hump. I
one last
appreciate
thing, Shador is better than Dylan Gabriel. That's it. That's all I got.
it. All
That's all I
right.
got. All I got.
All right. See you guys later.
All right.